Welcome back to Media7. 1 billion people are said to have watched the rescue of 33 Chilean miners on television recently, even when nothing was actually happening. Jose Barbosa takes a look at the way the real-life drama played out in the news.
If anything can be said about the amazing story of the 33 miners trapped in a Chilean mine for over 2 months, it's that it was quite nice to have a story to obsess over that didn't involve tongue-biting outrage. We'd been here before, of course, when in 2006 the Beaconsfield mine in Tasmania collapsed. The eventual liberation made stars of the Australian survivors. But what was different this time was that reportedly 1 billion people watched the live feed of the rescue effort on the internet. A development most notable for removing the need to sit through inane Channel 9 live crosses.
They've walked out of their bill.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
As the rescue of the Chilean men proceeded into the evening, traditional media could finally jump on board. TV3's coverage of the disaster was complete in a sort of Blue Peter way.
So this area has basically been broken down into spaces. I'm probably standing in the toilet area over here.
Emma Keeling in a squash court.
3 News tracked down some top models to find out their views on what would happen if 33 models were trapped down a mine.
I think it'd be funny to see a crop of models come up looking like crap after 2 months.
Meanwhile, a One News live cross pointed out how amazing it all was.
It was an amazing time to be there, and something that probably I won't forget, and many people won't forget, that's seen those images.
Just in case the preceding 10 minutes of coverage went over our heads.
Misión cumplida, translated, mission accomplished.
And who knew that in Chilean Spanish, emphasis is indicated by having a spew?
The unity, the faith, the compromise, the honesty, the solidarity of the Chilean... The unity, the faith...
Like their Beaconsfield colleagues, the 33 should be able to parlay their experience into financial gain. Already, people are biffing stuff their way.
The 33 miners have been offered a free holiday in Greece. They've been invited as guests of Man U and Real Madrid to a home game. They're each getting £6,000 from a local businessman, an iPod from Apple, and they've been promised free sushi for a year.
We should rightly cheer the good fortune of these men, but nothing exists in a vacuum.
And fellow miners protesting lost wages and angrily accusing the mining company and government officials of saving 33 but abandoning 300 who are out of work because the mine is now closed.
This should never have happened, neither in my country nor in any other country, he said. People say it was fate, but that's not true.
And in Ecuador and China, bodies were being retrieved from similar accidents as the Chilean survivors were being pulled out. I guess if anything's to be said about the amazing story of those 33 men, is that it's the living who get 10 minutes at the top of the news hour, a pointless live cross and daily coverage. The unjustly dead and the downtrodden take second place, with a cursory half-minute wire story to lead us into the ad break.
Jose Barbosa there. Now, new MediaWorks TV Chief Executive Jason Paris has made his first big strategic play. The network's youth channel C4 is to be rebranded to simply 4 and have its target demographic shifted up to 18 to 49, the same as TV2's. Meanwhile, TV3's target demographic will move to 25 to 54, the same as TV1. Well, it's the end of both sides claiming ratings victory on the same set of numbers, but what does it mean and will it work? I'm joined now by Cindy Mitchener of Mitchener-Gilman Communications, which, by way of disclosure, does some work for TVNZ. Welcome, Cindy.
Thank you.
Now, Jason Paris was at pains in his announcement to say this was a decision about following the market. So is this a shift in strategy at the advertising agencies?
Yes, it is. But could I first just correct something on that? I think TV2's current target market is 1839 and TV3's current target market is 1849. So there's 3 different demographics at the moment. TV1 is 25-54, TV3 is 1849 and TV2 is 1839.
What does all that mean?
Well, it's...
You can say the words.
Yeah. So what that is about is where the money is spent, OK? So when you buy media, you buy it against a target demographic. That's the most simplest expression of it. Now, 70% of the television revenue is spent against 25-54 or 18-49. If you are profit-driven, you know, and need cash organisation, why would you target anything except the most commercially lucrative opportunities? So, I mean, Jason's smart. He's gone and said, here's all the money over here and I'm playing over here and I've got these frequencies. I think I might play over it.
It's the case that the money's always been over there. It's not that it's shifted away from the youth market. Is that what you're saying?
Look, you know, I don't know, this fascination with youth programming and music programming, there's just not that much money there. You know, the sweet spots in money are definitely 18-49. I mean, once you get over 50, you get that audience anyway because they watch so much telly, so you don't need to target them.
What are the practical challenges of doing this and actually turning your channel around to address a different audience?
Well, it's about the level of commitment, and there's two commitments. First of all is the product. You've got to have it. I could say I was an Olympic gymnast and you would know I wasn't. You know, so it isn't just about saying it. You have to have the product for the audience and you have to have a commitment to marketing. And so the hard thing is not looking at the strategy and saying, wow, let's do that. The hard thing is doing it. Because as you know, this audience, and you all know, Russell, it's about programming, it's about output deals. And I mean, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but the deals are tied up over time. TVNZ's got Warner's, Disney and Granada. MediaWorks have got Fox and Universal. Fox and Universal are slightly younger skewed. So they've got to have the product to play to grow the audience, and then they've got to have the deep pockets to market it.
And how big a part is the marketing? Because you've said that twice now. Is there a big job in convincing people that you are this new station?
People watch programs, okay? They do. The brand is important, and you know, like when there's a big event, everyone goes to TV1, so we know that. But generally, if Grey's Anatomy is on TV2, I'm going to watch it, or if it's on TV3, I'm going to watch it because I like Grey's Anatomy. You have to tell the audience that the show is there. So, you know, will they cross-promote? You know, their big decisions are going to be, what are they going to move? Getting product is going to be difficult. Hard decisions about what product to move and what to put where.
See, that is an interesting one, isn't it? If they've got shows that are successful already on TV3, do they take the risk of moving them to 4?
Well, that depends, I think, on the demographic and what was it said before about the size of the gonads. I mean, the most obvious products to move, right, are Home and Away. That would poleaxe their TV3's news. The lead-in is what really drives TV3 news, but it is a fantastic 18 to 49 soap, which would be, you know, a big market driver for 4. I mean, New Zealand's top model, you'd move that across. But so far they've said they're moving Simpsons and America's next top model. You know, it's big decisions, and, you know, Kelly Martin is going to have a big job working out what to put where.
Kelly Martin, interestingly, I recall, I think 3 years ago, the TV conference said, well, what are we going to put on our new digital channels? Porn works?
Yeah, well, it does. Porn works, but I'm thinking we're probably not going there. So, no. You know, well, TV New Zealand used to be sort of information seeker, entertainment seeker. TV1, information, TV2, entertainment, and TV3, when I was there, sales and marketing, I think, probably 1911, we had a sales strategy of saying TV New Zealand's chalk and cheese. If you want an old audience, you buy TV1 and TV3. If you want a young audience, you buy TV2 and TV3. And they managed to drive a wedge up, and up until I think about 2003, consistently grow revenue. And so, you know, what they're doing now is saying, OK, that really isn't getting us enough revenue. We've got to maximise our commercial opportunities. 70% of the money's in those audiences. We're going after them.
I wonder if MediaWorks has also been looking at the audiences for some of the existing shows. You mentioned information programs. I gather that things like Target on TV3 have actually been performing quite well already in that 25 to 54.
Oh yeah, yes, they have. I mean, 18 to 49 and 25 to 54. There's a whole lot in there that's the same. You know.
So what happens now? I presume, you know, like you said, there's got to be marketing, there's got to be program acquisition. Are there a couple of big contracts out there for marketing companies and advertising agencies to push the new channels?
I think MediaWorks has already appointed an agency. I mean, I don't know if this is, you know, called Special. Special were quite
Special, who are a very hip boutique agency.
Hip, yeah, and done outstanding work. They did that Orcon work, so I think
it was a pitch. Work, they did the Greens election campaign. So.
Yeah. So all the packaging is in place, and they have said, and at the most senior level, the chairman said to me, "We're going to put the money behind it." So that's a good thing, He'll have to do it now. I've said it. That they are going to put the money behind the marketing, but it isn't just the packaging. You've got to have the product, and there isn't hours and hours of good quality production out there because it costs too much.
Well, we'll see what they make of it. Thank you very much, Cindy Mitchener. And that concludes our show. Thanks also to Matt Nippert and Nevil Gibson, and as ever, thanks to you for watching. We'll be back with Media 7 at the same time next week. Until then, goodbye.